Did Wells Fargo just confirm what millions of Iraqi dinar holders have been waiting years to hear? The banking giant may have just dropped the biggest hint yet about the Iraqi dinar revaluation. If you hold Iraqi dinars or have been following this story, you need to hear what just happened. Today we're breaking down the latest developments that have the dinar community buzzing. This could be the confirmation many have been waiting for since 2003. Wells Fargo has always been tight-lipped about currency exchanges, but recent internal communications suggest something big is brewing. Stay with me because what I'm about to share could change everything for IQD holders. Let me start by showing you exactly what happened at Wells Fargo last week. Multiple sources from different Wells Fargo branches reported the same thing. Bank employees received updated training materials about foreign currency procedures. These materials specifically mentioned handling large-scale currency exchanges. The timing of this training is what caught everyone's attention. It happened right after Iraq made several major economic announcements. Wells Fargo has been the most conservative bank when it comes to Iraqi dinar. For years, they refused to exchange dinars at all. Most major banks stopped dealing with Iraqi currency after 2014. But something changed in their internal systems last month. Branch managers started receiving new protocols for exotic currencies. The term exotic currencies specifically included Middle Eastern currencies. Let me explain why this matters so much. Wells Fargo doesn't waste time training staff on currencies they'll never handle. Banks only update procedures when they expect to use them. The fact that they're preparing for large volume exchanges speaks volumes. This suggests they know something the public doesn't yet. Now let's talk about what Iraq has been doing behind the scenes. The Central Bank of Iraq has been working with international partners. They've been clearing the final hurdles for their currency reform. Iraq's foreign reserves have grown to over $100 billion. This is the strongest their reserves have been in decades. The International Monetary Fund recently praised Iraq's economic progress. They specifically mentioned Iraq's currency stabilization efforts. The World Bank also released a positive report on Iraq's banking sector. These international endorsements don't happen by accident. They signal that major changes are coming. Here's what most people don't understand about currency revaluations. Banks get advance notice before any major currency event. They need time to prepare their systems and train their staff. Wells Fargo's recent activities suggest they received such notice. The training materials included specific exchange rate scenarios. Let me share what sources inside Wells Fargo have reported. Multiple employees confirmed new software installations in their systems. This software is designed to handle high-volume currency exchanges. The software includes updated exchange rates for the Iraqi dinar. These rates are significantly higher than current market values. One branch manager in Texas shared particularly interesting information. They received a memo about preparing for increased customer traffic. The memo specifically mentioned customers with foreign currencies. Staff were told to expect appointments for large currency exchanges. This level of preparation doesn't happen for normal business. The timing of these developments is crucial. Iraq just announced completion of their banking system upgrade. They've connected all major banks to the international SWIFT system. This connection is essential for international currency trading. Without SWIFT access, no currency can be freely exchanged globally. Iraq's prime minister recently made statements about economic reform. He mentioned that major announcements would come in early 2025. The central bank governor echoed similar statements. They've been coordinating with international financial institutions. This coordination suggests something big is planned. Let's examine the technical aspects of what's happening. Iraq has been removing restrictions on their currency. They've eliminated most controls on foreign exchange. The dinar is now freely convertible in most international markets. This convertibility is a prerequisite for revaluation. Wells Fargo's preparation makes sense in this context. They're positioning themselves to handle the expected demand. Smart banks prepare for opportunities before they arrive. Wells Fargo clearly sees an opportunity with Iraqi dinars. Their recent actions suggest they expect significant volume. Multiple currency experts have weighed in on these developments. They agree that banks don't make these preparations without reason. The consensus is that something major is about to happen. The question isn't if, but when and how much. Wells Fargo's involvement suggests it could be sooner than expected. Here's what this means for current dinar holders. First, keep your dinars in good condition. Banks will be strict about the condition of notes they accept. Damaged or heavily worn notes might not be exchangeable. Store your dinars in a safe, dry place. Second, establish relationships with banks now. Don't wait until after an announcement to contact banks. Wells Fargo customers will likely get priority access. Consider opening an account if you don't already have one. Build a relationship with your local branch manager. Third, prepare your documentation. You'll need to prove how you acquired your dinars. Keep receipts from your purchases. Organize your records in advance. Banks will require proper documentation for large exchanges. The geopolitical situation also supports these developments. Iraq has stabilized significantly over the past few years. Oil production is at record levels. Foreign investment is flowing back into the country. These factors all support a stronger currency. Regional banks in the Middle East are already preparing. Several banks in Jordan and Kuwait updated their dinar policies. They're now accepting larger dinar deposits. This regional preparation supports the Wells Fargo developments. It suggests coordinated preparation across multiple institutions. Let me address some common concerns about these reports. Some people question whether this information is reliable. I understand the skepticism given past false starts, but the current developments are different from previous rumors. They involve actual bank procedures and documented changes. The scale of preparation is also unprecedented. Previous rumors involved isolated incidents or single sources. Current reports come from multiple banks and multiple sources. The consistency of reports across different institutions is telling. This level of coordination suggests official guidance. Independent verification supports these claims. Financial industry insiders confirm unusual activity. Currency exchange platforms show increased dinar interest. Trading volumes for Iraqi dinars have increased significantly. These market indicators align with the Wells Fargo reports. Now let's discuss what a revaluation might look like. Historical precedents suggest it won't happen overnight. Most currency revaluations occur in phases. Iraq might start with a modest increase. Further increases could follow based on economic performance. The initial rate change could be substantial. Some experts suggest the dinar could move to parity with other regional currencies. Others predict a more conservative increase. Wells Fargo's preparation suggests they expect significant movement. The exact amount remains to be seen. Banking industry sources suggest March 2025 as a potential timeframe. This aligns with Iraq's fiscal year and budget planning. It also matches the timeline mentioned in recent Iraqi government statements. Wells Fargo's current preparation supports this timeframe. Banks typically prepare 60 to 90 days in advance. Here's what you should watch for in the coming weeks. Monitor official statements from the Central Bank of Iraq. Pay attention to any announcements about exchange rate policies. Watch for changes in how banks handle Iraqi dinars. Increased media coverage of Iraq's economy is also a positive sign. Social media activity around these topics has increased dramatically. Dinar holder groups report similar information from other banks. Chase Bank and Bank of America also show unusual activity. This multi-bank preparation suggests industry-wide knowledge. Coordinated preparation rarely happens without official guidance. The infrastructure for a major currency event is clearly being established. Banks are updating systems and training staff. Government officials are making preparatory statements. International organizations are expressing support. All the pieces appear to be falling into place. For those who have held dinars for years, this could be the moment you've waited for. The patience and faith of long-term holders might finally pay off. Wells Fargo's involvement adds credibility to the revaluation story. Major banks don't waste resources on impossible scenarios. Their preparation suggests they believe this will happen. The evidence is mounting that something significant is about to happen with the Iraqi dinar. Wells Fargo's confirmed preparations suggest they know more than they're saying publicly. While we can't predict the exact timeline or exchange rate, the signs are more positive than ever. If you found this information valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments below about these latest developments. Have you noticed any changes at your local Wells Fargo branch? Keep holding strong and stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. The next few months could be the most important in Iraqi dinar history. I have to tell you something. Go to google.com and search dinaropinions.com and open this website. Here you can see the latest news, dinar opinions, and dinar guru updates on a single page, so visit this site for more information.